Good evening. Thanks for joining us on the news at 8 to the 11th day of June 2024. I am Chinya Omai for the headlines. Governor Alex Otti suspends Health Commissioner Ngozi Okoronkwor over alleged misconduct. Senate passes 98.5 billion naira FCT supplementary budget. Federal government declares Wednesday public holiday to mark Democracy Day. We take commercials, back with the details and many more. Stay connected.
Experience the smooth and strong feeling that consistently surpasses expectation. Leading the way in high-performance lubricants, Master Supermoto Oil is as durable as titanium.
Welcome back. Now the details. The governor of ABN State, His Excellency Dr. Alex Otti, has approved the suspension from office of the Commissioner for Health, ABN State, Dr. Ngozi Okoronkwor. The suspension is to pave way for the investigation of allegations of gross misconduct leveled against the Commissioner. Governor Otti's action is in line with his zero-tolerance policy for misconduct of any kind and strong adherence to the twin principles of transparency and accountability in governance to ensure that actions of appointees must at all times advance the good and well-being of Abians. A renowned business tycoon and the CEO of Express Consign International Group, Chief Dr. Daniel Okeke, has urged organized labor to exercise consideration and diplomacy in their wage demands given Nigeria's ongoing unemployment issues. He expressed concern that a mandated 250,000 naira minimum wage could result in widespread retrenchments as many state governments and private sector employers may be unable to meet such requirements. The Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Agbetokun, has directed the monitoring units to conduct a thorough and high-powered investigation into the suspected murder of one Andrew Ochekwo, ABN TV reports. This directive comes amid the numerous allegations, arguments, and counter-arguments surrounding the case, which also involves the disappearance of two ladies, Selin and Afiba, after their trip to visit the said Ochekwo in Aba, Abia State, for which he was alleged to be responsible. A former governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose, on Monday expressed worry over the division and political wrangling in the state chapter of the People's Democratic Party (PDP). Fayose said this while addressing his supporters in Ado Ekiti ahead of the PDP Congress in July. He appealed to members to shed their swords and ensure that the party survives and remains functional. Police in Anambra State have warned that they will not sit back and watch anyone break the law if protesters decide to take the law into their hands. The Commissioner of Police in Anambra State, CP Obiano Itam, stated this in a press release made available to journalists in Anambra and signed by the state police spokesperson, SP Tochukwu Ikenga. The CP was obviously reacting to plans to protest the hardship in Nigeria on June 12, which is Democracy Day. The National Industrial Court sitting in Kaduna on Monday nullified the dethronement of the paramount monarch of Biriga Chiefdom, Lere Local Government Chief Jonathan Faruguwa Zamuna. Delivering his judgment, Justice Bashiru Atahiru Alkali, having established that the Industrial Court has the jurisdiction to entertain the case, held that the government of ex-governor El Rufai did not comply with due process in dethroning the Biriga third-class monarch and declared the act unconstitutional, illegal, unfair, null and void, and of no effect. The kidnapped Kaduna Catholic priest, Reverend Father Gabriel Uke of St. Thomas Parish, Zaman Dabo in Zango Kataf local government area of Kaduna State, has been released barely 24 hours after his adoption. Director of Communications, Reverend Father Okafo Tochukwu, disclosed this on Monday night in a statement obtained by ABN TV. The Northern Ethnic Youth Group Assembly (NEGA) has called on the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) to thoroughly clean up its structure and eliminate any lingering influences from the tenure of former Governor Godwin Emefiele. In a statement signed by Malam Ibrahim Dan Musa, the group's spokesperson, NEGA demanded that the current management take decisive action to hold those responsible accountable. NEGA urged Nigerians to support the current management's efforts to restore the CBN's credibility and stability. The Senate on Tuesday passed the sum of 98.5 billion naira as the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) Supplementary Appropriation Bill 2024. The passage of the bill followed the consideration of the report of the Senate Committee on FCT during plenary. The federal government has declared Wednesday, June 12, 2024 as a public holiday to mark this year's Democracy Day. In a statement on Tuesday, the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji Ojo, who made the declaration on behalf of the federal government, congratulated Nigerians on the occasion. On foreign scene, Tesla CEO Elon Musk has threatened to ban Apple International devices from his companies if OpenAI's artificial intelligence software is integrated into its operating system. On Monday, Apple CEO Tim Cook announced that the company will integrate OpenAI's ChatGPT into iPhones, iPads, and Macs. Reacting via X, Musk described the plan as an unacceptable security violation and threatened to ban the 1.4 billion Apple users worldwide from his companies. While on sports, in a shocking move, the Nigeria Premier Football League (NPFL) has imposed severe sanctions on Enyimba International Football Club following their misconduct during the match day 35 fixture against Rangers International Football Club on June 9, 2024. The NPFL has fined Enyimba Football Club a total of 9 million naira and deducted 3 points and 3 goals in favor of their opponents. The club has also been ordered to identify and produce other players and officials involved in the disruptive conduct for further investigation and sanctions. And that sports news brings us to the end of the news at 8. Before we go, a recap of our major headlines. Governor Alex Otti suspends Health Commissioner Ngozi Okoronkwọ over alleged misconduct. Senate passes 98.5 billion naira FCT supplementary budget. Federal government declares Wednesday public holiday to mark Democracy Day. For these and many more, log on to our website at www.abntv.com.ng. You can also follow us on any of our social media platforms displayed on screen. Have a good night rest. I am Chinyere Umai. Stay safe.